Hey guys, Keith from Divorce the Horse here today, and today we're going to talk about problems with your vehicles and when that happens, because guess what? I have a problem here with the Endeavor, and it's a big, expensive problem. Basically, about 2 to 3 weeks ago, I started noticing small pools of oil under the front end, and I kept checking the oil levels and topping it off, hoping that it was the oil filter, because according to the records in the bus, the oil filter hadn't been changed in like 4 years. And I'm like, my God, it's got to be the oil filter. No, had a mechanic crawl under there. It's the oil pan. The seals on the oil pan are leaking. Now that doesn't sound too bad, except for when I called the shop, they informed me that in order to put a new oil pan in, they have to take the whole engine out. 16 hours of labor, plus $400 in parts. $2,000 to stop my oil leak. And well, you know, most people will be like, I'm done, that's it for me. But I've fallen in love with my bus, and I intend to see this build through. I mean, I got a good deal on it to begin with great tires. You know, $2,000 in new tires alone, which is something I didn't have to replace. And at the end of the day, if I can have a dependable engine that doesn't leak oil, well, that's what I'm going to do. Oh yeah, look at it just come down there. Drip, 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 drip. I just parked like 3 minutes ago, and it is dripping down from the pan right there. You can kind of see, maybe if I get in close enough, you can see it drip. Dripping off that point right there. That's how much oil I'm losing. And that's why it's important that I get this issue fixed one way or another, because I can't bludgeon oil like that and then expect to run this thing all night long and not run out of oil. So cross your fingers for me. So guys, basically this is my neighbor Doug back there. Hi Doug.
Hello.
And we'll just do this right here. And he's telling me there might be a way of avoiding that expensive job of fixing my oil leak in my oil pan, because apparently they have to take the whole motor out to get to the oil pan on this bus. So I'm gonna swing it over that way, and he says it's worked really well for him and other vehicles, and we're gonna give it a try. Okay, Mr. Doug, let us have some wisdom.
All right, Keith. So Marvel Mystery Oil, I believe, was originally made in the 40s, and I use it in every vehicle I have. It's good for stopping leaks. It softens up the seals and gaskets and stuff. And you still may have a little bit of a leak, but I had a vehicle that overnight it would have a 4-inch diameter puddle.
Well, that's fairly significant.
And after I used that, you have to drive the vehicle 100 or 200 miles. It went down to about the size of a quarter, which I could live with.
Wow, yeah.
So on your bus, I would advise that you would take drain the oil out, clean the area up around the oil pan, tighten up all the nuts and bolts, and then apply, if you can see where the actual leak is, apply some silicone.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Seal it up from the outside.
Yep, let that dry, and then put your regular oil in and allow for space for 1 quart of Marvel Mystery Oil to add to that. Mm-hmm. And you got to drive it, and you know you should see a difference. Then when your vehicle gets down a quart of oil, take a quart of oil, take out a quarter of that, and add Marvel Mystery Oil to it to fill it, and then put it in the vehicle.
Awesome.
That way you continually keep that Marvel Mystery Oil running through there.
There you go. Well, we're going to give that a try. That sounds like a great deal. A lot less expensive than $2,000 to have a motor pulled.
Yeah, I think a quart of Marvel Mystery Oil is about $7.
All right. Great mechanic tip from a guy who knows what he's talking about. Thanks, Doug. Well, that's the gist of my oil leak problem. And it's going to take about 3 weeks, 4 weeks worth of driving to see if this oil seals it up. And I hope so. But in the meantime, I'm going to segue to some video that I shot of a storm that rolled through when I was camping at a Wal-Mart near Hastings, Minnesota. And you guys this is one of the things that's great about van life, you know, the beauty of nature that you would see when you were out and about versus in your house or your apartment. So let's roll that footage. Come on. Just love nature, guys. And that's a part of this bus, RV, van life, is being out in nature. You know, a lot of times I'll get out in the morning, open the doors to the bus or the van, no socks on, no shoes on, walk out onto the nearest patch of fresh grass. Feels so wonderful on the bottom of your feet. Fresh air, you know, not the ceiling inside your house, but just wonderful. Wonderful experiences. You see that back there? Hopefully it does it again. We had a really good lightning streak through here when I was filming the other part of the bus, the front half of the bus. There's like a huge lightning went across the whole sky. I wish I would have had that on video.
It wasn't earlier, I was just out here.
Cool, huh? Just like that. Oh, did you see that over there? Wow. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Mother Nature's good show. See that silhouette over there? That's the bus. One of the beautiful things about van life, sometimes you're in the right place at the right time. Let's zoom in. There we are. Beautiful rainbow. It's a double rainbow now. I don't know if you can see the second one. It's very light just above it. Beautiful rainbow over, and the gold is, oh, where? Behind my bus, on my bus. The gold is now on my bus, the Endeavor. Totally true. Definitely today was worth being in the bus. Well, that's about it for today in this video. There'll be other videos, of course, every week coming on. Stay tuned. Different adventures, different equipment tests and things like that. Of course, I still have the Betty, which I live in at this point in time. Love the Betty, and she's faithful and great. And that's another reason why it's a good idea to have a van like that one that you can live in when you're building a bus like this one, or a cargo truck or an RV or whatever, and keep that van, because when this big thing breaks down, it's expensive, and it might take you a couple of weeks to save up the money if you're working full-time to replace the parts you need. And in the meantime, where are you going to live? Well, smart guy pays $30-40 a month in storage out here, keeps one of the two out here, and then I have something to fall back on, and I'm not stuck or homeless when a vehicle's in a repair shop for a few days. So just food for thought. You know, if you're gonna live the van lifestyle the way I do, stay local, work your full-time job, then you definitely want two vehicles, just in case. And it's worth it, totally worth it to have that peace of mind. Anyway, this is Keith from Divorce the Horse, signing out, saying I love you. Thanks for your support. Thanks for watching my videos. More to come, stay tuned, and God bless you guys. Fight the good fight. Yeah.